Welcome back, everybody, to another Warp World episode of World 1-1 Podcast. I am your host, as always, Larry the Bearded Wonder. With me is my sidekick, Eddie Nestle Wonderball, Magic Head V, and we are here to bring you all the news on last night's Nintendo Direct. We apologize that we've been out this past week. We had some scheduling conflicts that just we couldn't line up for the life of us. But we are back, so we wanted to bring you all the news because, dear God, there was a fuck ton of it. And so we're going to give you the rundown. We're just because there is so much, we're going to try and keep it as short as possible, but at least throw out a few thoughts and opinions as relevant along the way here. So, Eddie, if you want to jump in here, give us the rundown. Start the list.
Yes. So they started the show off with Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. There's going to be new areas and new looks for the characters. If you purchase the game before January 10th, you'll get a special Rockruff who can evolve into dust form like Lycanroc. That's going to be November 17th to January 10th. If you buy it digitally, you'll get 12 Quick Balls. On September 22nd, Pokemon Gold and Silver will be released, and if you buy that, you can receive Celebi in either Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. You can pre-purchase Gold and Silver now. Also, if new Pokemon UB Burst and UB Assembly, they've been shown off. UB Burst will be in Pokemon Ultra Sun, and UB Assembly will be in Moon. So, and they also showed off the Pokeball Edition 2DS XL, and that's going to be available on November 3rd. It's really, really nice.
So, first of all, quick balls. Secondly, I don't know how much more of this there is to show. I don't know if this thing gets its own full-fledged direct at this point between now and November, because they've already shown a significant amount of this. Thirdly, I am really curious to see how this sells, considering that it is something not quite a rehash, but not a expansion, but they're selling it as a full game of Pokemon Sun and Moon. I'm really curious to see how it does sales-wise. I'm a little vexed as to how this works out, but we'll see what happens. Keep running down the list. What else we got?
So we have Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and Bowser Minions. That's coming October 6th. There's going to be new step sheets where you get the new amiibo, which is going to be the Goomba and Koopa Troopa. And also, those stamps will offer you extra equipment and items in the game.
It was a great game, and I'm glad to see it gets a little love again. I also thought, too, that it was neat they're adding in a little bit more to this. I strongly suspect this is going to be well worth picking up, so make sure you show it some love. Part of me did get a little bit excited when I was watching the Direct, and I saw it said, Mario, classic Mario RPG. I was really hoping for, an update to Super Mario RPG, because that'd be really fucking cool, but, I'm still glad to see it. This is coming, and it's getting love, because the Mario and Luigi games were a lot of fun, well written, and extremely clever, and they deserve some time in the sun again.
Yeah, and I haven't played Superstar.
Oh, you're in for a treat. You are so in for a treat.
Well, the next game they showed was Kirby Battle Royale. That's coming out January 19th, 2018. Kind of a Royale game where you pick 4 Kirbys with different powers and you battle it out. It looks kind of cool. It looks kind of fun. I think it's more for kids and not for me. But that's not to say that I'm not excited about it.
I love Kirby games, but seeing them up front, I have a hard time getting excited. I don't usually get excited about a Kirby game until I've actually got it in my hands and I'm playing it.
Yeah, I think I'm looking for the Switch one, the Kirby Allies. I'm looking forward to that than this one. Only because I don't have a lot of people around me definitely playing Kirby on the 3DS, so that's the only reason why.
That's legit.
Yep. So, Yokai Watch 2, Psychic Specters is coming up September 29th. If you already own Bony Spirits or Fleshy Souls, or both, You'll get the Oni Evolution for free. I wasn't able to pick up this game, but so I'm definitely gonna pick up this one. It looks really fun. I might as well get the whole complete package with this one.
I don't care. Yokai Watch is a dumb thing to me, but what are you gonna do? So,
well, it still haven't caught on. I don't think too big just yet here in America, but I'm proud for it. I'm cool giving it a chance.
Yeah, I mean, if it catches, great for them. But man, they've been trying really hard to get this to catch fire in the States, and it's just not doing it.
Yeah. So moving on from that, latest mystery journey, Catrell and the Millionaire's Conspiracy is October 5th. Moving on from that, Minecraft New Nintendo 3DS Edition is available now on the eShop with the packaged version coming at a later date. So it's those two before I get into the next announcement. Any thoughts for that? Definitely later for me. I have a different Minecraft. It's called Dragon Quest Builders. That's coming to Switch. That I plan on getting also on PS4. But the Layton games, I love. The Layton games are really good.
I don't think that Minecraft on 3DS is going to push sales of the new 3DS, because it did say that you have to have the new 3DS hardware to run it. Yes. It won't run on the original 3DS or the 3DS XL. But I do think, though, that with all the effort that they've put into the new 2DSs and the 2DS XLs that are coming and have just dropped, I do think they're going to have a bigger audience than they would have otherwise, because the 2DS XLs have been doing exceptionally well. And I'm sure that'll get even bigger when one of the later announcements that we're going to get to hits. But on top of that, it's just I do think there needs to be more to justify the new DSs versus the old ones. A few more exclusives. I know there's a couple, but it's really not much. But it's nice to see it in a portable fashion that isn't a cell phone. Because I tried playing the cell phone one. Holy shit, it was terrible. So I may finally jump on this just to check it out. And maybe this is where it catches fire for me. If not that, then maybe I'm torn now on whether or not I finally really sink into Minecraft on the Switch or on my 3DS. But we'll see. But I do think it doesn't look terrible. It honestly doesn't.
Yeah, it looks good.
So I mean, there's something to be said for that beefed up hardware that's in the new 3DSs. So, Eddie, what else you got on the list?
Mario Party, the top 100, is coming out November 10th. And just to let everybody know, this is a mini game of the top 100 Mario Party games from Mario Party to Mario Party 10. So there's no board games or anything like that. It's just the party stuff. It does support downplay from one cart. So if you got 3 other people who want to play with you, they don't own the game, they could download it from that one cart. So kind of old school Mario Kart. Next up was Metroid Samus Returns, which comes out September 15th, and also
tomorrow.
And also the Amiibo come out. So everybody, please go out, purchase this game, buy it on the download eShop if you need to. You show Nintendo the support of this Metroid game, because I'm already got my stuff ready to go. So I'm getting my Amiibo and my physical copy, and I'll be ready to go.
I'm so ready to go pick this up tomorrow. I've got doctor's appointments tomorrow, and this is pretty much all I'm going to be doing in the waiting room. Also, on that note, real quick, just a huge fucking shout out to somebody from the Metroid Metropolis forums on Facebook. A big, huge shout out to Seth, who went well above and beyond for those of us with a love of the series to secure some additional copies of the European Legacy Edition that we're not getting in the States, aka fuck you, Nintendo. and he secured some additional copies so that some of us in the States could have a chance to snag some of them. I'm actually waiting on word from him on getting my copy shipped over so that I can have it for my collection. But a huge shout out to that dude for going above and beyond the Call of Duty to help those of us in the community stateside here that got love. Yes. So, but yeah, that dude is fucking awesome. Anyways, yeah, Samus Returns, it's a thing. Oh my god, go buy it. I don't care what your thoughts or opinions are. If you don't want to go another 15 fucking years without a 2D side-scrolling Metroid, go buy the hell out of this. Seriously? Really? For real? Buy it, and then buy it again.
Well, just the last few news for 3DS. The Atlas RPGs, the Alliance Alive is the early 2018. Entering Odyssey 5, they have a demo available now. Strange Journey Redo, which is one of the Shin Megami Tensei games. And Radiant Historian, which is also launching with an edition that is going to include an art book, decal sheets, and the game. They also announced that Apollo Justice Ace Attorney is coming in November. Fire Emblem Warriors also is coming out in October 20th with the Switch release. And last but not least, they showed off the Orange and Right 2DS XL, the new Nintendo 2DS XL, which is coming out October 6th. And everybody, this is the one that was released in Japan when we got the blue and black one. So that's all the news for the 3DS.
Honestly, I think the blue and black one would look sexy as fuck. I've seen the pictures already, when they announced the 2DS XLs, of the orange and yellow, or the orange and white one. And it looks, I can't look at that thing and not think, like, Dreamsicle.
Yeah.
It looks like fucking orange sherbet, dude.
That's what I mentioned. That's what I called it. I called it straight orange. That, or it's the inverted candy corn.
That too. No, that's gross. Don't do that. Candy corn's gross.
Good.
But there was also one other 2DS XL announcement. There is a brand new Pokeball 2DS XL coming that actually looks kind of fucking ridiculous, cool all the same.
I mentioned that in the Pokemon section.
Yep. So, but yeah, that's a thing. Apparently, I just drifted off for a minute and I didn't catch it. But yeah, that's there.
That Pokemon one looks sexy though.
It does look neat. It does. It's absolutely ridiculous, but it does look pretty cool.
Okay.
So, that being said, before we close out the 3DS stuff, holy shit, they're really, really determined to make the 3DS stick it out, even with the Switch out now, yes. And everyone's screaming, "Kill the 3DS!" So, and you know what? They're doing a fucking bang up job of it too.
Right. They're not about to stop making money. They're about to make money.
No, yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, let's jump into all the fuck ton of Switch stuff that they showed yesterday.
Yes. So they started out with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is coming out December 1st. The pre-orders, at some places are up or not up. I try to get one at my GameStop. My GameStop don't have them just yet. But the special edition is going to have a selection CD of music, metal case, and a 220-page box art. Not box art, 220-page art book. Also, it has a nice
220 pages of box art. Oh my god!
It also has a Pro Controller for the game, which is decent. I kind of wish it was white. It was white with the emblems of with the kingdoms. But you guys can check more of that out. They show gameplay. They break some things down with some of the characters and stuff. After that, and I'm stopping after this one. Splatoon 2 has an update right now. Camp Dome, which was in Splatoon 1, is making a comeback. That'll be available September 15th. The Sniper Canal is also a new level that they're introducing, and their new weapon that they introduced was the Tentarella, and it kind of looks like a I think assault rifle. I can't think of what gun it is, what it falls under, but it also has this big umbrella that spreads out and protects you from your enemy enemy shots, and then you can let that umbrella go. I think to hit the customers, hit the characters.
I feel like this is a lead into a cross promotion with the new Kingsman movie. That umbrella shield thing, yeah. I would totally get behind that, though.
Yeah. Any thoughts about those two, Larry?
I'm a little surprised, but also pleased to see that Xenoblade is the first Switch game that's getting like a really serious collector's edition with like the steelbook case and everything. Mm-hmm. I'm actually kind of excited to check out like a steelbook Switch case. I know it's entirely stupid, but these things excite me.
I have to have it.
I thought the Pro Controller looked way better than the Splatoon Pro Controller that they made.
You know what? It's a nice looking controller, but I kind of don't like the design. I think I wanted to.
I like the design way better.
I don't. I think with I kind of want to make it somewhat look like a Destiny controller. Just something about that white and the emblems that they showed throughout the showcase of it. Look, the emblems look really cool. Like they look like raw tattoos that I would get.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I was gonna do that black one, I think I would have did that red, that deeper red, like the number 2, and then made that X like white or something or blue.
Yeah. But either way, Xenoblade just looks enormous.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! And seriously, this many sizable RPGs coming to the Switch and in a single year is just a little absurd, honestly. I'm kind of like, Jesus, how the fuck does anybody have enough time to play all this shit?
Yes. So the next one, Fire Emblem Warriors, also coming out on the 20th. So Switch and 3DS is coming out. They introduced Lyn from the Game Boy Fire Emblem. You'll also be able to get Crone and Tico amiibo. The amiibo set on that day. Also, there's going to be a special edition of the game, and that one contains the game, character cards, a double-sided poster, and 3 music CDs. After that, Snipper Clips Plus, Cut It Out Together, comes out November 10th. If you guys already own the game, you can pre-download you can pre-purchase the DLC for that. Rocket League will be this holiday. Arena of Valor, which is a mobile game, that beta is coming this winter. Elder Scrolls Skyrim is coming November 17th. And Doom and Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, is coming to Nintendo Switch of 2018, with Doom coming with holiday 2018.
Are you sure Doom was holiday 2018? I swear it said holiday this year.
No, holiday 2017. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, what the fuck? You're seriously going to tell me I got to wait a whole fucking year for Doom? You bastard.
About that. Yeah.
Don't do that to me. So, first off, I want to hit on this. Holy fuck, Jesus Christ, Bethesda, way to go.
Oh, they snatched all the wins from third party.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree here. It's kind of like, balls in your court, everybody fucking else. That's a whole lot of big. At this point, I'm almost surprised that we didn't see a Fallout announcement for Switch to go along with it,
exactly.
Just to complete the throwing of the gauntlet. Because goddamn, but at this point, I won't be surprised if it comes at some point in the near-ish future. I really think that they, as much as everybody may want it right now, I do think that it's smart of them to hold it if they are going to bring it to Switch. Hold it for a little while, because right now Bethesda's got a whole lot on their plate, and I think if you put out too much, it's just going to cannibalize your own sales. Because I mean, as it stands, you've got Elder Scrolls, you've got Doom, you've got Wolfenstein all coming. Which, by the way, would really appreciate a little, throwback collection of some of the prior Doom stuff on the Switch to go too. That would be lovely. I would totally pay like $40 for like a 2-pack of some of the more recent Doom stuff aside from the latest.
Does Bethesda own it? Bethesda owns the franchise now?
I'm assuming so. You would think if they've got the developer, they probably got their catalog to go with it. Again, at least presumably, I haven't done any homework on the subject. I can't speak to it definitively, but it would only seem to make sense. But in any case, and on top of that too, Rockstar even jumped on the bandwagon here recently, announcing that LA Noire is coming, which at this point it gives me hopes, and I think it's an odd choice to be the first one to bring over to the Switch, but it sounds like they were cooking some LA Noire stuff for some other consoles anyways, so it kind of makes sense. But I would love to see Rockstar hit up Switch with a little bit more, including the Red Dead stuff would be great. And, you can all dare to dream that one day GTA will make it to the Switch. But at this point, there's something to be said for the fact that apparently the little beast of a machine can fucking handle it. So
yeah, and that's a big smack to Respawn. That guy who said Titanfall 2 would have run on Switch. I'm like, if Doom could run on Switch at what almost close to the Xbox and PS4, and you think Titanfall can't run on it? Oh, we know that you're lying, and you're not just trying.
Well, that's right up there with the one where they said we can't port this because the Switch doesn't have enough buttons, even though it has the exact same number of buttons as every other system that game was on. Yeah. And at this point, if you want to know what we're talking about, Google it. But man, that was fucking hilarious on Twitter when they got called out on that shit.
Oh, they let him have it. That
was so funny.
They was posting all kinds of the controllers from the Switch. The Joy-Con.
Oh, they got ripped so hard.
The Joy-Con
that was
and the
precious. That was fucking precious. So, anyways, God, I'm still just so gobsmacked by Doom and Wolfenstein. What the hell else was in that list of shit that was coming? Because there was a lot.
Fire Emblem is coming. Rocket League.
I'm so hyped for Rocket League. I saw it like a couple weeks ago, but God, the Samus gunship battle card just looks awesome.
Yeah. Snipper Clips Plus, cut it out together. It's coming.
Snipper Clips gets me all kinds of excited. That was seriously one of the first things I downloaded on my Switch when I got it at launch. And my wife and I have had so much fucking fun with that game, along with a number of our other friends. It is just hilarious, and I am really glad to see that game continue to get a little time in the limelight, because it's a really clever, well thought out game. It is.
Yes, and Morphe's Law, they showed that at the Indies Direct, and that's coming up this winter. They're giving that game a big push. I'm like, they believe in this game, so that's good. And then Arena of Valor, that's a mobile game.
It's not Valor, it's Valor.
Oh,
Valor is that thing that Prince wears.
Well, whatever it is, the beta's coming this winter, so that's
purple velour tracksuits.
So
yeah,
it's going to see if mobile games can work on the Switch, and I think it could.
The only problem is it's not going to matter that much, because Blizzard is still going to tell every console to fuck right off and not bring its shit over like League of Legends and Dota and all that.
Well, if Valor makes a lot of money and people are into it, then they would be stupid not to bring it to Switch. But even if they don't...
I'm not saying they won't be stupid not to do it. I'm just saying they won't do it. If they won't bring something as simple as fucking Hearthstone out to consoles, then yeah, there's no way they're bringing the rest of their shit.
Right. So there's going to be a Flip Wars update. Nintendo Arcade Archive. So these are games that were back in the day that Nintendo made that never came to console. So they're doing Mario Brothers versus Super Mario Brothers versus Balloon Fight versus Ice Climber versus Pinball versus Cuckoo Land, and later on they'll be bringing out the arcade version of Punch Out.
And after that, they're going to versus your mom.
Oh, wow. Breath of the Wild Champion Amiibo is coming out November 10th. NBA 2K18 will be available on the eShop on the 15th. The physical version will be out on the 17th. And WWE 2K18 is coming soon also. FIFA 18 is coming September 29th. Poker Tournament DX is September 22nd. Demo is available right now. Project Octopath Traveler, there's a demo that's available now. ARMS update available now. That one is the new stage and the new character Lola Pop. She has 3 new weapons, which is a Fun Chuck, Biffler, and Clapback. You are able to customize your buttons. Now, the Fun Chuck is like nunchucks that you can punch around. The Biffler, it looks like it's rockets. And the Clapback is a shield that when you throw it out after when they're trying to punch you, if you're close to them, you throw it out, it'll punch you. They'll hit it and then rebound and punch them back. Dragon Quest Builders is coming in spring 2018. Kirby Stars Allies is coming out spring 2018. SteamWorld Dig will be available September 21st. Golf Story was coming in also in September. 9 Parchment is this holiday. Battle Chef Brigade is this holiday. Super Meat Boy Forever is 2018. Tiny Metal. And then Lost Fear is January 23rd, 2018. Sonic Forces, November 7th. Resident Evil Revelations, November 28th. L.A. Noire is November 14th. And then they ended out with Super Mario Odyssey. But before we get back into the discussion, Europe, they got new style Boutique 3 Styling Star, which is November 24th for 3DS. Their Super Nintendo 3D XL is coming out October 13th, along with their Nintendo Selects of Luigi's Mansion 2, Kirby Triple Deluxe, and Super Mario 3D Land. In Japan, though, they got
Fuck Japan!
They got
motherfuckers!
They got Phantasy Star Online 2 Cloud, which is it's a game that you can only play during the cloud. You only can stream it, so it's not taxing our hardware, and it's free to play. Also, Kobe Tecmo's Atelier and Sorare is launching this winter. They also got a karaoke app called Joy Sound. And Dylan's Rolling Breaston 3, The Dead Heat Breakers is coming out 2018. But yeah, that was the Switch presentation. I know I didn't stop for it because we got just a long list and we didn't want to hold you guys up. But yeah, they was dropping bombs after bomb of games. After that, after that Bethesda one, I was just like, what else do y'all got? Because y'all already just murdered like half.
They could have just stopped at the Bethesda announcement and it'd have been fine.
Yeah,
that would have been perfectly acceptable at this point.
When I left after the direct, because I had to go to this concert, and came back and seen on Twitter, they were like, "Yeah, Japan got Phantasy Star Online too." I was just
fuck
like,
you, Sega.
What?
Fuck you.
Oh, I already put on Twitter. I'm like, that's good, Japan. Shout out to y'all that y'all got it. Sega, you need to bring it here. Don't mess around with us. Do not mess around with us with Phantasy Star Online 2. They need to bring it here.
Yeah, on behalf of a friend of the show, I'm just going to repeat this even louder. Fuck you, Sega. We want this shit in the States. We've wanted it for years. You've promised it for like 6 fucking years. Quit fucking around, you dick bastards. Eat a bag of dicks. I may or may not have strong feelings about this.
You have strong feelings. But yeah. Anything that you want to talk? Anything that you had to say about the rest of the stuff for Switch, Larry? Anything that stands out?
Yes, those red Joy-Cons look fucking awesome. I really, really need to get back into ARMS. I'm kind of sad that I just could not get myself to really get into Splatoon 2. I actually just recently parted with my copy of it. I couldn't justify it, and eventually I may pick it up again later somewhere down the line. But man, I just it's not that it's a bad game, but I cannot find the time to play consistently enough to really
enjoy it. That's understandable.
So, and that makes me sad. Honestly, I haven't traded in a game in like 3 years, and it hurt me a little to do it, truth be told. But at the same time, I'm just like, you know what? I've got shit coming out that I'm going to buy that I'm totally going to spend that money on that I will actually play. So I was kind of okay with it. Also, let this be a side note to anyone that, continues to go, Switch has no games. Fuck you, you're an idiot. Right. I seriously sat down and got on the eShop last night, and there are 122 entries of games that you can download. In 6 months since it's been out, 120 plus games.
And see, you didn't say AAA or first party. You said games. So
I don't even care. There's still plenty of AAA shit out too. It's got a substantially large library for less than a year.
I still have to do the breakdown list of everything because everything for 2008 2017 is sold up. All we need to know is dates for the ones that says holiday 2017, so that concludes Doom.
Yeah, and I mean we got dates for Skyrim, which was big mysteries. We got date for Xenoblade. Fire Emblem, I think, just picked up a date, didn't it? Am I hallucinating? Yeah. So most of the 2007 holiday stuff that was mystery dated now has actual concrete dates. I think Rocket League might be the only one that's really missing at this point.
Right. And literally, I think until summer of 2018, when we find out those actual dates, like for Doom and Wolfenstein and all the other stuff they said 2018, that's already half of the year ready to go with games.
Oh yeah. So no, there's a solid lineup from now to the foreseeable future. So
and I think we'll probably see the Metroid Prime 4 reveal. We'll probably get more dates about that in the spring. The spring direct because
I think that's E3 2018. Honestly,
you know what? I think they'll probably announce something then in spring, and just be like when it gets close to E3, we'll probably get an April direct, and they were just like more info will come in June's E3.
Yeah, but I mean, I really don't see that hitting the shelf until 2019, though, considering they were still putting together the development team for it, and that it was nothing more than a logo just a couple months ago.
Okay. Oh, and we still got to find out what Retro is making. So
yeah, that too.
But yeah, that is everything.
Surprise, Retro's making a 3DS game.
I wouldn't be shocked. But yeah, that was the Nintendo Direct. You guys can watch it on YouTube. It is 45 minutes. If you watch Europe and Japan, Europe, you'll be able to understand because it's captioned. But Japan, unless someone did the captions for it on YouTube, it's all in Japanese. But they show some interesting stuff. Mostly everything is the same. It's probably about 5%. There's a 5% difference in some of it.
Other side note too, not that it was in the direct because they didn't talk about it there, but just a tidbit of news coming out from Twitter. Nintendo's saying to those that are looking to get the SNES Classic, do not pay the scalpers for that shit. They said we are shipping a fuck ton of them. There is no reason that you should have to pay more than the MSRP, $80 for that. And on top of that, announcing that they are going to be releasing more of the NES classics next year as well. So if you missed out on it and you don't want to pay the $250 that some asshole on eBay is charging for it, you will have a chance to get your hands on it again.
They do that for everybody. Everybody was just like, wait, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, they want that money. Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, it's showing that they're listening. Yeah, they're at least trying.
Yeah, they're going to get those coins. They're going to get those Yoshis, those red, those blue coins. They're going to get them coins for Nintendo fans and people who don't even own it. Yeah.
Yep. Yup. So, but yeah, that's it. We'll be back this weekend. Again, humble apologies for not being there for your emotional needs this past weekend, everybody. But at least you didn't have to go a full week without us, making your lives worse. So we'll see you back on Monday when we will absolutely, definitely be talking about some Samus Returns.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, that shit is out tomorrow. Go buy it right now.
And with that, everybody, we will see you later on World War One Podcast. Bye.
Peace.